Hello, Monsters Abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 12 of my Lokhir Fellheart campaign. We've captured some new territory. Now we're cooking with gas. Swamp gas. Not a good method of cooking, unfortunately. Very smelly. Still, our real estate has increased. Admittedly, it's filled with rats and vampires, and in some extreme cases, vampire rats. We've put some traps down. I want to say mouse traps with garlic in them, but a garlic, of course, would be the opposite of what we're actually looking for in a vampire rat trap. More like some virgin cheese. Is virgin cheese a thing? Hang on. Vegan cheese. Apparently it is a thing. Vegan cheese. I think I'll stick with the garlic, actually. It's probably for the best. Anywho, last time we captured the Awakening. We've also got Blood Swamps there. We just need to grab Pox Marsh and we'll have this entire province under our control. Vampiric corruption is dropping. Thank God for that. It's also dropping over here, and public order is starting to be okay, where we built shit tons of torture posts. Of course, that was Lokhir's election promise, a torture post in every home for you to be tortured on. I'm not sure why you'd vote for him, but sure. Right, we're getting some Black Guard. I've done a little bit of renaming. So Emo Shards there. I've also got, that's Dave, of course, Dave Lister there in the Black Dwarf. And a bunch of Emo Swords here, Emo Spears, and then, of course, Mrs. Whippy and the Whippettes. Good stuff. I've also got some names for some other units, but I haven't got any Knight Assassins. Apparently everyone wants a Knight Assassin. We don't have a Knight Assassin. We're going to get one soon, at some point, maybe, when I have the money. Actually, money is pretty good. I just need to keep the slaves coming in. There's an army over here. Is it, though? So I think we'll go over and kill them. Grab Pox Marsh. Pox Marsh does have pots. I do love the odd pots. It's good, and unfortunately my relations are low. Well, it's not as bad as it could be, really. Could be worse. Could be worse. It's a like me, though. Can I have a trade agreement with you? No, you don't want one. You don't want one.
Burn the coast. What compels you to be foolish enough to enter my realm?
Non-aggression pact?
Your day.
Apparently not. Okay, well, we'll work on that. We also need to go and find Charon Car, and I'm hoping I've installed a mod that should give Lokhir his hat. I'm hoping. We don't have it yet. We'll hope maybe after a turn. If not, I guess I can't get it, which is a bit shit, really. But I don't think I can do anything to fix it, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. Bit of a shame. Wanted to do the quest battle. I like doing my quest battles. Always quite fun. I quite like doing the quest lines, to be honest. Sometimes they could be a massive ball ache, but a lot of the time they're quite, got a bit of story there. It's quite interesting. I quite like that. So fingers crossed we get the hats. You probably noticed I've been actually cutting some of the turn times down where I'm not saying anything, because sometimes nothing happens and there's really no point doing anything, so I sort of just try and merge it together. Like that, and you don't have to listen to me babble on. Oh, hello. The Beastmaster. A Beastmaster has been caught digging up the remains of Brachus, the legendary mount that once belonged to the Beast Lord Rakareth, a distant relative of your lord. As the Beastmaster is an influential figure, the Lord asks you to adjudicate over this matter. I could get the boots of Brachus. Oh, hello. I mean, SpongeBob will get over it. Sure, it's just a dead horse. Entombing animals, what has the realm come to? Have the sorcerers turn those bones into something useful? Make me a pair of fucking nice shoes. Yes, please. Apparently SpongeBob is an engineer. Good. We've got the boots of Brachus. Good. A sporting chance. A Goblin breeder reputed for his voracious pit-fighting animals has exploited his trade contacts to acquire certain rare fungi used by night goblins. Thus dosed, his enraged creations are unstoppable against regular stock. In fact, the compound is so effective that none will now bet against the beasts. There's no sport in it. The pit owners refuse to fill them and sales have fallen off the cliff, so the breeder has offered you his surfeit of reeking shrooms. The answer, quite obviously, is a yes. Duly dosed, his Cold Bond units now have enhanced melee attack capabilities faction-wide. for 5 turns. If we had any cold ones, that would be quite useful. We don't.
Admiral of Car's fleets.
Yes. Okay, 1 turn there. SpongeBob, I think SpongeBob would be okay. SpongeBob has not favoured. So it has a chance to gain 1 loyalty. So I think SpongeBob will get over the whole boots thing, I'm sure. And we can give... There we go, we've got Boots of Brachus now. Armour 2, melee defense 5, armour resistance, foe seeker, so he gets more speed and vigour. Ah. These splendid armoured boots are encrusted with bone fragments belonging to a legendary steed. Sorry about that, SpongeBob, but I really wanted some new shoes. And you can't say I don't look fabulous in them, because I do. And if you disagree, I'll cut off your face. Don't want anything there. Public order here is actually getting better. We're at minus 69. Is that the sexiest or least sexy? Probably the least sexy. Oh, fuck me. When aren't they? If it's not whinging about me turning an old horse into boots, it's whinging that I'm enslaving them all. Honestly, you just can't please these people. Right. So, we're going to get a little bit of rebellion there, but SpongeBob can sort that out. 1 more turn there. This is all good. This is fine. Uh-oh. What did I say about the AI not bothering to come all the way down here? How wrong was I? I was very wrong, wasn't I? I should have just kept my mouth shut. SpongeBob loyalty is low. SpongeBob, what's going on, buddy? Ah, well, we knew about that. It's 4. That's okay. We've got speed for the Emo Spears, Emo Shards, Emo Swords, and the Black Ark Corsairs. So that's very good. What do I want next? Leadership? Nah, that's alright. Leadership's generally okay, I think. Speed, maybe. Income from gold mines would be useful. Ward save. Income from... I feel like... yeah, let's get tempered in blood. It's often necessary to execute a few, publicly of course, to quench the fires of revolt in all others. Hasn't much fucking worked recently, has it? Oh, hello Tyrion. You're here, are you? You've got dragon armour. And Sunfang. Lovely.
It is time.
Lovely. And I didn't get my hats. Well, that's just fucking great, isn't it? That's just brill. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, let's wait for rebellion here. Let's wait for rebellion. We'll then kill the rebellion. Everyone will be happy, apart from the rebels, obviously. Public order here, though, is generally fine, apart from the massive levels of corruption, which is dropping. What about here?
Do not vex us further.
I'm not trying to, but you seem to get vexed very easily. So very easily. I mean, SpongeBob's grumpy with me now just because I've made a boot out of their horse or what. I wasn't really paying attention. Brayherds, where? Okay, miles away. Good. Let me guess, you're just out of range. No, you're just in range. Oh, you have miscalculated. Come over here, Lister. Come over here. And I don't know if we need this. We do have... Right. Get them! Get them! Get them! What have they got? They've got shit tons of archers. Of course they do. Classic. And some turkeys. But actually that army is... Well, apart from the fact they've got a bajillion archers. Not that worrying. Famous last words. You gotta love the Reaper Bolt Throwers. They do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. That's it. Back in formation, guys. So, on our right flank, we've got the Slaaneshes, Harvesters, and Doomfire Warlocks over there, backed up by the Raven Heralds. On the left flank, we've got Lokhir, and Greg is going to be moving over to the left flank as well, while we await the High Elf army's arrival. The High Elves have got a crap ton of archers. But we've got something they don't. A dragon. Now, although their archers can fire on us without us being able to return fire, the Lothir and Sea Guard have to get within range of our crossbows and are going to suffer for that. Lots of crossbow bolts. There we go. Very good. Taking a lot of damage over there. We're going to get a nice Pit of Shades. Is that Pit of Shades? I think it's Pit of Shades. Or is it just orbital? It's just orbital bombardment. I think it was a Pit of Shades. No, orbital bombardment. That's fine. That works. It sends archers flying. Over on the right flank, the Doomfire Warlocks have dealt with all of the Illyrian Reavers, apart from these guys who are currently trying to murder some Corsairs. But fortunately, our Doomfire Warlocks are going to move in and assist. This unit, the Doomfire Warlocks, are going to charge after the archers. And Lokhir, having chased down some of the turkeys, you see Greg's going after them. For once, Greg has managed to keep his cool, which is nice. Tyrion's been murdering some Blackheart Corsairs, but Lokhir is here. And he's going to be... Yeah, Tyrion's going to be taking a lot of damage. Lokhir will be taking about 500 health points off each hit, which is pretty good. And then Tyrion is going to break and run for his life. Off he goes. Meanwhile, our forces are closing in on the High Elf Infantry, the Blackguard, and the Sisters of Singing Doom. Joining forces, very heavily armoured and not armoured at all. Joining forces to kill High Elves. It's glorious. Apart from these girls who have just been run over by a turkey. You okay, ladies? You okay? It's fine. They're just going to get back in there. Excellent stuff. As you can see, the High Elf army is now fully on the retreat. And Tyrion's been dealt with rather easily, actually. And there's more where that came from, you pointy... I keep going the pointy ears, and it's...
Enslave them.
Yeah, do that.
A better rank.
Okay, we've got +2 melee attack for the Lord's army, and recruit rank +1 for all units. Ulthuan undefended. Now the Yasuo's greatest warrior has been laid low. What of the island kingdom he has sworn to protect? It's fucked. Spoilers. Lokhir. Do we get Eternal Hatred? It is 6 weapon strength. It's an option. I am okay with that. I could go... I mean... upkeep reduction is so boring, though. We've already got a lot of it, so who cares about that? We won't worry. I mean, Dreaded Slaver... Slaves is money. But maybe I won't make you hard to hit. Hey, buddy. Give you more defense, and then we can give you more attack. 10 and 20, which is better than 6, to be honest. So I'm probably... Like, if that gave you 20, that would be fine, but... Nah. Let's go hard to hit. We can get that one, then Foe Seeker. We've already got Foe Seeker, though, haven't we? Do we get 2 Foe Seekers? Probably not. Claudia is going to have... 4... Let's go magical reserves. Let's do something like that. Okay, public order here is going to be appalling. We can't get back in one turn, so there's no point worrying too much about it. We could actually go and grab Pox Marsh while we're here. And this is better.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
Pop in there. We can get that down a little bit. Public order's okay here for the moment, which is good. We could get more herbs. A bit of herbs. We'll reduce upkeep for Sisters of Slaughter and Witch Elves as well. So let's go with that. You know what? Because this is a 4 settlement...
The people are displeased.
Okay, what I'm thinking, let me just give you an insight into my brain, is we could get slave pens here in every single city. We could turn this into basically Slave Town. So what we could do is... we could stop slaves here and here. And then we request additional slaves there. Eventually the slaves will drop off here and we can get rid of that building, put something else there. But for the I mean, yeah, let's do that. So let's get rid of that. Now the only problem is I won't be able to get one there, will I? Because I need the walls and the gold mine is better. So effectively, maybe I should... I can't get rid of the walls because when chaos spawn, they will hit this coast and they will hit it hard. That means I'll have to fight them. I don't want to raise the cities immediately.
Cease your provocation.
So, I just touched you, mate. So, is that useful? Is that useful? Do I just go with it? Do I just go? Problem is, yeah. I mean, I could intercept them before they reach us, but I would have to be waiting for them, and they do tend to spawn when you least expect it, don't they?
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Okay, I'll mull that over. I'll mull that over. It's a shame you don't get, like, you don't get more money from ports for slaves. You'd think that would be a thing. But what I need to do, I need to get Karonkar. I need to get Karonkar because I get the swords, my red blades. Only slight problem is that Malekith or Marathi might hold them, in which case I have to go to war with the Dark Elves, and also I'm at war with the High Elves, so I'll end up becoming a pirate sandwich. Which is not an attractive look. Mission failed. Yes, well, I just don't.
Lokhir Fellheart.
I just don't. Alright, I just don't. But I could. I could get the Altar of Cain. That is an option. The only problem is it doesn't actually increase. It's worse than getting this. Or maybe we should get... Do we have that? Oh, screw it. We can actually get a... I'm being a doofus. Death Axe. What we got? Vicious. Or disciplined. Ah, we definitely want disciplined. Let's get her. Yes, I probably should have recruited her in the other province, but never mind. Let's go with Dance of Death. I'm tempted to put her in SpongeBob's army because SpongeBob's got a lot of crap in here. So we could get rid of you. We could put you in there. I'll rename these guys between... Confidence not too bad.
A vile corruption is spreading.
So we'll get this. And do I want... I could wait. If I recruit you here, what level are you? Oh, only one. Is that because... Why are you level 3 here then? Oh, interesting. Income from all buildings plus 45. Plus 50%. Well. Vampire Coast is getting all the slaves now. Because that will increase the amount of money we get from this. So that's going to be amazing. So we need all the slaves here. We need to do that. Then we can get walls here. There is dyes, but... Do dyes do anything interesting? What do they do? They just produce income. Garbage. Rubbish. Don't want it. Go with that. Right.
Yes.
We're going to go and grab the Pox Marsh. You still replenishing, buddy?
Admiral of Cars.
Yes, you are. Okay, public order here is garbage, but it always was, and probably always will be.
Serious.
It's getting better there. It's getting there better there by itself, which is nice. Right, so we might get rid of this once the slaves start to die off. We're going to keep sending slaves to the Vampire Coast because this building will increase the income we get from across all buildings, which includes slaves, by 50%. So that is huge. That is major. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. Okay, well, Lottie Cochrane tried to wound Nonans, who we're going to rename. Let's see if we can have let's see if we can have a pop. 26% chance, 13% chance of wounding. He failed, but a good first attempt at assassination there. And we'll take this. Thanks very much.
No take.
Yes, take.
Master of Tarrant Car.
Or a pirate hunter. +3 melee attack when fighting at sea. That's quite useful, actually. And we've got the Blades of the Blood Queen and the Knights of the Ebon Claw. Oh, hello, Alariel.
Speak.
You've actually got a lot of spearmen, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yes, I want you in this army. So go and do that. Public order here will be okay. I'm tempted to get the walls. I'm probably going to get walls here as well, because I say when the Chaos armies arrive, fending them off is a lot easier when you have, well, you can throw fireballs at them. However, we don't need them right now. Let's repair that. Let's get slave, because we want to start sending slaves to this place. This place is going to have all the slaves. Vampire Coast currently has 812 slaves, so we're going to beef that up as much as possible. It feels like a good idea just to get, because I mean the more money we have here, the better, right? I feel like that's probably the right option.
Attend me.
Lokhir, you can then have hard to hits. That should make you harder to hit. Do I want... Oh, you know what I do want is a monster hold. I could upgrade that. And then we could maybe replace these guys with shades. That would mean we have not a shield in the... literally no one in Lokhir's army will worry about being shot with arrows. It's just not something they consider.
Dawn's hope.
Bring fire and terror.
Greetings.
I'm not too worried about that army, actually. I'm not too worried because there's not many archers. Archers are the real problem. They've only got... Okay, they've got a few units of Lothir. They've got 7 units of archers. I mean, that's quite a lot, but it's not like, you know, massively silly. Although, putting the Horn of Aisha on a spearman unit is a bit mad, but sure, whatever.
Unparalleled
It's not my horn. I could send SpongeBob after this little bit down here. Maybe see if we can get a fight going on. Get some cash coming in. Then maybe we go and maybe could raid Lothern. I mean, both Tyrion and Alariel very soon are going to end up at the bottom of the sea. So, Star of Stave of Avalon, Shieldstone of Aisha, Sword of Cain. Ah, well. So Alariel's got the sword. Why does Alariel always pick up the Sword of Cain? Dominating. Is that the max one? Armor piercing damage plus 700. The best way to kill her would be from fucking miles away. Ideally. Okay, That might be slightly harder to deal with, but we're going to have to deal with that next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Lokhir Fellheart.